Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 20 of Follow a Sketch February. And that is a hop started by Sandy, which is State Goddess here on YouTube, Scrapping Reflections if you want to look for her store. And I am using the sketch, or they have set up this sketch from Kelly Holefield. And I'm using these two pictures of my grandson asleep. One of them is me and him snuggling. And I'm using this beautiful Heart and Home collection by Coco Vanilla, one of my favorites. I'm going to use that because it's got tons and tons of great stuff that I think I can use and try and get on this layout. So I have some scraps that I want to get used up. I've got the circle trimmer from Martha Stewart that I want to use. So I've got my papers and embellishments. I've got my pictures. And then I have this really cool sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I had to pick what paper I wanted to use. And originally I thought I'd use the back of this, which is like a peachy color. But then I decided I liked the florals and that I would use a more solid colored paper to be one of the layers behind the floral, or in front of the floral, behind the pictures. So I have this green, it's got like little plus signs on it. And then I have this wordy bit, which is white with black text print. And then I have this pink heart. And I decided that these are going to work for me. I cut them all and to extend how long they are. I cut my circle at 11 inches. And so I'm just going to start maneuvering and making sure that whatever I do, my pictures are going to cover where these papers are separate. So I try and stick pretty darn close to the way the sketch looks. Like pretty darn close. I use that black because there's so much paper in this collection that is based on white paper. So I wanted to use the black because I felt like it would really stand these colors out. And I do believe that we accomplished that. And then I've got the black and the text print, so that kind of helps with that. And I matte my pictures in black, just a very thin 1/8 of an inch border around my pictures. So I get these down here. My mom took this picture of me and AJ. Now, I typically would never sleep with him like this. If he's sleeping with me, he is sleeping in a very safe, way. But, not that that's the typical thing that we do. But I must have been very tired that day because she found me like this while she was sitting right next to me. We were probably watching a Hallmark movie and I was probably exhausted from, who knows, staying up with him or work the day before or any number of things. It was the middle of November, towards the end of November, really. So I decided I would go with using this My Happy Place because I can't tell you, there's not much more I love in this world more than snuggling with this little dude. If I thought that my son would still snuggle at 15, that would be great. But that's not happening. He barely wants to hug me. So we'll just have to take that. So I am going to use some clusters and tucking things in here, there, and the other. I want to use some florals. I want to use this little house. So I pull all of that stuff out, and then I am going to, on the sketch, she has journaling all the way around the circle, and I do love to do that. I think it's such a fun way to journal. I mean, I know that you kind of have to turning, your head around, all the things like that. And so, you can't just sit and read it. You got to kind of cock your head, but I think that's fine. And some of the words are upside down. I don't care. I mean, if you really want to read my journaling, which this is pretty simplistic journaling, talking about how much I love to snuggle this kid. I mean, come on. I'm not really all that worried, but you can always just move the book around and see what it says. So anyway, I am working on clusters, mostly florals, this little house. I am going to pull out some of the little hearts and some wordy bits. I found this little thing on here that says, because when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. I thought that was really fitting. This happiness is homemade. I thought that was really fitting. And so I also put a little home sweet home half circle that kind of goes with the whole circle theme. And then I'm going to put some of the little alphas up around the circle. Now, it's funny because I just did yesterday's layout. It was a half circle, and it has the title and words or some kind of embellishment around the circle. And I wanted to kind of do that, but I decided I would put Babs and AJ around the top, and then the date, and then I do the journaling on the rest of it. And so I'm going to use the alphas from this collection. They're itty bitty little alphas. I love these. They remind me a lot of the ones from the Hip Kit Club that I like so much. They're small and easy to work with, so that's always a good thing. So I am excited to just kind of get some more of those on there. And then I decide, because it's hard to use the letter Z and we are sleeping, I put 3 little Z's right here above the picture in 3 different colors. I mean, they don't like stand out in your face like on the layout, and I'm okay with that. It's just kind of a little added something, and obviously a great way to use up the Z's in these collections. I put these little hearts in here to fill some space from where I've spaced out the numbers and everything. And then I'm going to do journaling from heart to heart all the way around here in just a minute. And originally I had a little pink banner up there that had a heart on it, but because I already have that pink heart paper and it ends right where I wanted to put the little banner, I pulled the yellow one that says Joyful Days, and I put that on here because it brings a little more of the yellow out. There's not a ton of yellow on here, and I want to make sure it's kind of everywhere. So after I am done journaling, that is really going to be about it. I used some of the little enamel dots and put them in different places, little hearts, and I just love, love, love how this layout turned out. It's a super fun sketch to work with, and I think you could do a whole lot with it. The papers really just make this layout, and of course, that's stinking cute pictures, but I think that you could do a whole lot of different things and make this into like a baseball layout or, just all sorts of things. Make it extremely, masculine or obviously very feminine. And I don't care to use flowers and feminine colors or what people would deem as feminine colors on a boy layout. I certainly do not mind because like my son's favorite color is pink. So it could be AJ's, who knows? But anyway, that is it. I love, love, love how this turned out. I hope you'll go check out everybody who's hopping along with Follow a Sketch February, especially Sandy. And I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Like I said, I hope I'm here every day this month. And I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.